Hello and welcome to my astrology channel. My name is Mamta and in this video I present the astrology of the Cancer season 2023. Cancer season starts with the sun moving into the sign of Cancer under the energy of new beginnings of the Gemini new moon, which just happened on June 17th. The sun shines its light and illuminates wherever it goes. And starting June 22nd up until June 23rd, the sun will be shining on the Cancer ruled area of our lives. Cancer is a cardinal sign and the beginning of a new season, ruled by the moon. It rules the fourth house of the zodiac, that is our home and family. The moon rules our emotions. It can also mean our mother. Cancer in our natal chart shows us how we nourish and comfort ourselves and others. It also shows where we retreat. Of course, it's our home, and where we feel secure. It shows how we support others and how we want to be supported. Cancer season also brings the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, this brings the longest day of the year, and in the southern hemisphere, it brings the shortest day of the year. Solstice literally means the sun standing still. You can compare it to a planet stationing to go retrograde. This is when the sun is getting ready to change directions. It will stand still, throwing its light in a certain area of your life and then change direction. This makes focus in this life area a little more intense, where we pause, reflect, and then we might course correct or change direction. The sun enters Cancer, a cardinal water sign, from Gemini, a mutable air sign. What this means is that it shifts our energy from gathering information to absorbing the information. Cardinal water means active emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. And we apply emotions through physical actions, and that happens wherever Mars is transiting. Mars is in Leo and will remain there until July the 10th. Mars here is ruled by the sun, and the sun is ruled by the moon, because Leo is ruled by the sun and Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the sun being in Cancer makes the moon rule over the sun. Our actions in Leo are supporting what we are focusing on in Cancer. Just on a side note, Mars is a fiery planet and in a fixed fire sign. This has been bringing intense heat as well as fire situations in the world since Mars has been in Leo. Just an example of the wildfires happening in Canada. There may have been accidents as well. I have noticed a few on the news that are related to having to do with mechanical tools and equipment that got heated and caught fire. Mars is also the planet of accidents and fires, so there has been an increase in the amount of incidents involving fires. I'm not sure, but leave me a comment if there's something that you have noticed that is happening along the same lines. Anyways, moving along, with the sun entering Cancer, a water sign, there is going to be relief. And then Mars enters Virgo on July the 11th, and then the energy shifts to action in that area of life. That is the Virgo area of life. Virgo represents service, health, and small pets. Virgo is ruled by Mercury and Chiron. In Virgo, Mercury applies the information gathered in Gemini. Mars initiates things. We could begin taking new action on what we learned when the sun was in Gemini. Chiron, Virgo's co-ruler, is transiting the sign of Aries, that is ruled by Mars. We could very well be working at the same time, healing wounds to our self-esteem. Help and support comes through our Leo-ruled life area as well, as Venus is transiting there, and Venus in transit is where we get help and find helpful people. Venus will go into her retrograde shadow on the 19th of June. Venus is in the sun's rulership of Leo and has to follow his rules. The sun is in the moon's rulership of Cancer. like I mentioned earlier, and has to follow her rules. So we have a very emotional Venus in Leo, while the Sun is in Cancer. There are chances you might find an emotional woman or an emotional man who is a little bit feminine in this life area, showing up to help you. Venus rules the sign of Taurus, and we have Jupiter here showering us with opportunities to explore and expand in this life area. The North Node of Destiny is in the sign as well, amplifying gains here. The South Node on the opposite end is in Scorpio, where more purging is happening as past patterns, old programming, old identities, expired soul contracts are all being let go of. Saturn goes retrograde in Pisces, like I mentioned, on June the 17th, and has us reassessing and restructuring the Pisces ruled life areas. Saturn will be traveling all the way back to the 0 degree mark, to the time it entered Pisces in the next few months. So whatever we were building since March is likely to be reassessed and revised and restructured. Saturn also rules Capricorn, so we could be purging things that we don't want around the full moon when it occurs on July the 3rd in the sign of Capricorn. That is the opposite sign of Cancer. Cancer is our home and family, our inside world, where we go for nourishment, rest, support, and safety. Capricorn, on the other hand, represents our career and public image. It is the work we do in the outside world. It is our public status. With things coming to light in Cancer, when the moon is in Capricorn, the sun's light reflecting on the moon will illuminate the Capricorn area of our lives. And the moonlight will light up the Capricorn life area as well. This will bring to light things in that part where Pluto's already working that is going to need work. So these things that show up will either need to be reworked on, or they will need to go. They'll just need to leave your life. So we have this period of endings and closures with this full moon. And then a new moon occurs on July the 18th, bringing fresh new beginnings within our center-ruled life area. Now that we have cleared stuff up, and we will continue working with this new beginning energy again as the sun moves along into the sign of Leo. Now let's take a look at what this means for all the signs. Listen to your rising, sun, and moon sign for a complete understanding. For Cancer rising suns and moons, Cancer season is your personal solar return, highlighting your first house and bringing attention to your identity, self-image, and overall well-being. It's a time for self-reflection, self-care, and setting new intentions for the year ahead. Embrace your emotions and let your true self shine. This is a powerful period for personal growth and self-discovery for you. Leo rising suns and moons. Cancer season emphasizes spirituality, introspection, and healing for you. Take time to retreat from the outside world and nurture your soul. Engage in practices such as meditation, journaling, and dream analysis. This is a favorable time for releasing emotional baggage and embracing forgiveness and compassion. Virgo risings, suns and moons. Cancer season brings focus on friendships, social connections, and aspirations. Nurture your relationships with like-minded individuals who support and inspire you. Engage in group activities and pursue your goals with the help of your social network. This is an excellent time for taking part in humanitarian efforts and for teamwork. Libra rising suns and moons. Cancer season emphasizes your career, public image, and your long-term goals associated with these. Take stock of your professional life and consider how can you bring more emotional fulfillment into your work. This is a favorable time for pursuing promotions or new career opportunities. Focus on creating a harmonious work-life balance. Scorpio rising suns and moons, Cancer season brings a focus on higher education, travel, and expanding your horizons. Embrace new learning opportunities and explore different cultures or belief systems. This is an excellent time for personal and spiritual growth through journeys, whether physical or intellectual. Broaden your perspective and seek wisdom. Sagittarius rising suns and moons. Cancer season emphasizes on shared resources, transformation, and intimacy. This is a favorable time for deepening emotional connections in your relationships and addressing any trust or intimacy issues. Focus on financial planning and consider ways to create greater stability in shared ventures or investments. Capricorn risings, suns, and moons. Cancer season brings a focus on your partnerships, relationships, and collaborations. Strengthen your existing partnerships or seek new ones that provide emotional support and stability. This is a favorable time for cultivating harmony and balance in your relationships and addressing any imbalances that may arise. Aquarius risings, suns, and moons. Cancer season brings an emphasis on your work, your health, and your daily routines. Focus on creating a nurturing and supportive work environment. Take care of your physical and emotional well being, incorporating self care practices into your daily routine. Address any health concerns proactively and seek balance in your work life integration. Pisces risings, suns, and moons. Cancer season brings a focus on creativity, self expression, and romance for you. Embrace your artistic side and engage in activities that bring you joy. Nurture your relationships with children or indulge in childlike playfulness yourself. This is a favorable time for exploring romantic connections and igniting the spark of passion. Aries risings, suns, and moons. Cancer season highlights your home, family, and emotional well being. You may feel a strong desire to create a nurturing and secure environment. Use this time to address any unresolved family issues and work on strengthening your support system. Focus on self care and finding emotional balance. Taurus rising, suns, and moons. Cancer season brings an emphasis on communication, learning, and local connections. You may feel inspired to express your emotions and deepen your connections with others. This is an excellent time for self expression, creative writing, and nurturing relationships with siblings or neighbors. Engage in open and heartfelt conversations. Gemini rising, suns, and moons. Cancer season highlights your finances, your values, and your self worth. Take the opportunity to reassess your financial situation and make necessary adjustments. This is a favorable time for cultivating a stronger sense of self worth and finding emotional security. Consider your values and ensure that they align with your material goals. And then this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching and bye for now. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video if you found it helpful, and don't forget to hit the notification bell